welcome to the Golden Feather. Grab a pint, a plate, and take your seats. Your hosts Vertek and Chibi Brew are back from their latest adventure.
Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Golden Feather. Yes, indeed, that was Maggie. Today is April 16th, 2021, and we're on podcast 76. And we're calling this the State of the Ashes Address 2021. There was a lot of stuff that was announced in the last live stream. So we're going to be having our guest, WizzyMcNasty. Hello.
Hello. How is everybody?
Fantastic. How's your day? Oh.
It has been productive.
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
I hear
productive
you.
days are good. Also, thank you, Brown Rice, for the gift sub. Thank you so much. Welcome in, Grumpy Guy. So, first off, let's fix this section so that we can do the intro. But, hello, how are you? Who are you?
Who am I?
Who are you?
Who are you?
I am WizzyMcNasty. I am a member of Virtue Guild. It's good times. That's about it. I'm here, I'm there.
About it?
I'm a professional Twitch lurker.
Gotcha.
I was gonna say, we see you in like everybody's channels at all times. If I jump in someone's channel, I pretty much am guaranteed to see you, it seems.
True.
Hey Dante, you too can have my hair.
Welcome in.
Awesome. It's like the hair is the new version of gamer bathwater. I can just
Oh,
chop
gosh.
some and send it. It'd be great. You can grow
Oh,
a patch
gosh.
of your own.
We have so hold on. Wizzy, how long have you been around the Ashes community?
I am a lazy piano. I came in after the lazy piano video. It was my friend Fulang dropped it in our Discord. There's like 5 people in that Discord, and I watched the video and I was all in after that. Like, I haven't stopped.
Very nice, very nice.
Good times.
And what do you do within the community? It's like
Troll. I troll the Twitches. That's what I
just
do.
the memes.
Yeah, I am a memer. A whole lot of gifs. I Discord gif everywhere. It is
Like, everyone likes some gift love.
Yes.
I am also I am the recruiter for the Virtue Guild, but at this
Oh,
point,
nice.
but that's about it.
And you have your Twitter, which is up on screen for anybody that wants to follow her, both under her nameplate and at the bottom of the screen. Well, I guess I don't know what to call that area. I'm just going to call it like the projector screen area with all the infographics going across above the cams, though, you know.
I know that.
Yeah. One thing I wanted to mention, just as a quick podcast update, was that we are getting caught up. And yes, indeed, you heard Maggie introing for now. We will have Wizzy's intro later on the live YouTube. But we just got Maggie's video from about a year ago up. We're slowly but surely making our way, to being
Downtown.
caught up. You followed me. Well, you followed her. Yes. I thought you meant the YouTube stuff. But yes, follow her, guys. Follow her.
Do it. Not you, fool.
If you don't, she'll troll you.
I probably, but I will follow Z back.
If you
I
do,
might
she'll
already
troll
be
you.
following Z.
Ooh. Yes, we have some new emotes. I put some new emotes in there. My cleric emote that I asked for a while back when we first got into Ashes, and then my lol emote that people made of me at one point while I was in a cosplay. So I would like to get a Vertek emote and maybe a tank emote. And you
Gotta
guys
figure out what the hell to do.
Yeah, you guys can help us come up with some emotes because we're looking to possibly get some new ones soon. But going into community spotlight, what have we got over here?
We have on the forum, somebody tossed out something that I've been kind of curious about myself for a little while. I just hadn't really posted it at all about it, but it is something from, I'm going to say their name is pronounced Schween. I'm just having some flashbacks of who is it? Schwing.
Wayne's World.
Yeah, Wayne's World. Yeah, there you go. Schwing. But the title of the post is called Cross Realms, and their worry on it is basically with server sizes being say 8 to 10,000 people, and it being a huge map. And Steven has already said, I'm adding this part. Steven's already said that they don't want to do like instancing to, like, if you have too many people in an area, creating a whole separate instance or anything, which could have dramatically increased how many people could be in the server world. It's going to make the world seem kind of empty in many of the places. Without being in that group content, you might not really bump into anybody when you're out questing, like, at all. How do you feel about that?
I mean, I kind of get that. I understand how that goes. Because back in my UO days, we definitely had open world there in huge portions of the game. There just weren't many people congregated in one area. Like if you're in a desert, you're not going to run into too many people, but you also have freedom to farm. But every once in a while, you just get PK'd, or you do the PKing in some cases. So I'm okay with it.
See, even I don't know what they put as a cap per quote unquote like shard in UO. I do know that they had multiple servers running, so that if you went from one part of the world to another, you could patch right over. But I'm pretty sure they had a fairly large count of people, and that were allowed to log on to any shard.
Yeah, but you definitely had an ability to go out and farm without too much interaction, like constant interaction. Every once in a while somebody ran by and you played the game. Are they going to attack me or are they not? But it wasn't like a constant congregation of just giant groups of people out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, because I think it's going to be somewhat I suppose, to use a word in a game where magic exists and you take portals from world to world, whatever, then it's going to end up being a realistic, let's say, representation when you're out and about in the wilderness where there's not really going to be many people around.
Right.
Except for the first, couple of months where there's going to be a queue to log in. And everyone's going to be around the same level doing the same quests and everything. So the first couple of months you're going to be packed in like sardines into a bunch of areas. But after that, I mean, what does World of Warcraft, don't they have like hundreds of thousands of people per server? And even there, granted, the world is a little bit bigger, but even there you don't run into people for the majority of the time you're running around.
That is also true. I just think open world is, for me, it's where the fun's at, because you never know what's going to happen in the open world. I don't care if there's a ton of people around, or I don't care if there aren't a ton of people around. I kind of just like going out and doing my own thing and just seeing what kind of trouble I can run into.
Yeah.
That's fair. I wonder if they'll have something kind of like BDO has, where you can toggle where there's too many people and it's like causing craziness with your graphics, that they'll make it so that you only see yourself physically, but like when you look at the mini map, you see all the little dots of everybody else being there with you. But I think it's a good way of just maybe offloading some of that extra harsh graphics stuff, I guess. I don't know, for people that potato computers.
Yeah. And I think they said that there's going to be some fine-tuning controls you have on stuff like that. So hopefully they make it so it's variable and you can set maybe a couple presets, like when I hit an area where there's a ton of people, go ahead and just downgrade my stuff real quick. Do that so I don't have to take 10 minutes to escape and let the menu slowly go. can appear.
You guys actually mess with the settings? Because I just grin and bear it. Like, okay, let's go. Oh, wait. Hold on. I'll catch up in a minute.
That's the first thing I mess with, just because I was like, oh, maybe there's something wrong with the settings and I probably have my game settings too high, and then I mess with that first. And then if that still doesn't work, then I'm like, oh, maybe my computer is just too old or something. I don't know.
I have kind of the equivalent of about a third or fourth owner Neon version of a computer. Like, by about that time, people have kind of stopped caring what it does, and it makes a noise, but let me put some duct tape on it. But I'm also going to avoid the highway because I can't quite get up to the full speed. So yeah, that's basically what my computer is at this point. And so yeah, when it comes to getting into crowded spaces, if they have the option, I like to say, like, limit my whatever when I'm in there. If not, I just stick it to the lowest common denominator, and I set it for however it is in a city, and I just deal with the fact that it looks like crap when I'm out and about.
I like all right, first off, let me back up. I like what Dante first said, which means he says, you mean 10k concurrent and 50k max per server, and that's end goal. At launch, it's probably going to be more around 10k concurrent with 15k max per server. Grumpy says 10k online would be nice. So some random easy math, 103 possible nodes, 5 castles, 5 metros, 10k concurrent players from Lore. And Lore also says, so on average 2k concurrent players per castle zone area. So that'll be pretty, it seems like it'll be pretty populated, for lack of a better word. And Dante says, listen, Vertec, God did not say let there be graphics card or let there be RAM.
I mean, I know it for a fact. I've tested it myself. RGB lighting adds a minimum of 10% performance. The more RGB and the more colors and the more spasmatic it's flashing, you obviously get better performance that way.
Obviously.
That's why your first upgrade should always be to light up fans and light strips. That should be your first upgrade. And then after that, you can look at all the processor and stuff. But
my man, what he says.
But,
so, glowy fans before CPU. Got it.
More flashy, more better. Makes more booms.
Goodness.
You've seen the movies. Every time there's the big crazy explosions, which are obviously graphic intensive, it adds a lot more light to the picture. So light equals power. Proven.
Light equals power.
Yes.
I'm so not taking this advice when I pull my rig.
More booms are good, can't lie. Very fair, Phoenix.
Yeah, that's one of those things. Like, I think it's going to be pretty all right, especially with even the thought of the fact that it's supposed to be like an unexplored, like, world returned to wilderness because everybody left it for a while, right? So in theory, it's going to be kind of vacant and whatnot. It should kind of feel that way until you go to the population centers, I feel. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
I'm optimistic it won't seem too bad.
It in my opinion, is kind of one of those things, like, if you just want to go out and farm by yourself, you're probably going to be able to. But if you want to go where all the people are, find yourself a tavern or whatevs in the city. Let's party with friends. But I think you're going to have options to do whatever you want, wherever you want.
If I might make a suggestion, the Golden Feather Tavern might be a good place to start.
Hey,
look at you! Look at you dropping that.
I'm just saying. A birdie told me it's gonna be a pretty cool spot.
Laura says, if we know anything about MMOs, how MMOs work, half of the player base will be AFK in their local metro anyway.
He's not wrong.
Potentially more accurate, at the keyboard, just not actively playing.
Hopefully not macroing.
Yeah. Have their social medias up and just chatting with everybody in world chat, not really doing anything with their characters' lives, just kind of chatting.
Yeah. So, I don't know if Ashes plans to have this, but there was a chat on Reddit about vehicle quests. And saying Z underscore zoo X underscore X118 says, to paraphrase, I'm interested in this community's opinion on them, being that quests that put you on some sort of huge vehicle or monster and have you stroll into an area with elite mobs and just blast them with very powerful attacks that do 20 times the normal damage that you would do alone. They personally don't like them for two reasons. One, they don't like the feeling of the huge power gap between them and the vehicle. I think they're referring to World of Warcraft in this case. There's always some BS reason as to why you can't keep it, and it just feels a little blah going back to your normal damage numbers. And number two, these areas are designed for the vehicle encounter, are always filled with grossly difficult mobs, tuned specifically to the vehicle quest. Or tuned specifically for the vehicle quest, meaning normal exploration of the area is nearly impossible.
So I see they've never gone back to Old War as a level 80 or 90 or 110 because it's a whole lot more interesting at that point.
Oh, can you actually fight them? That point?
Oh yeah, you can wander through and just slap them down. It's fun. Yeah, I stood in the middle of all the dwarves at like level 100 and just let them run up to me like, ah.
Okay, so I feel like that could be fun.
It was. I felt very strong. Very strong. Much strong.
But what do you guys think?
My mind instantly goes to Wintergrasp, and I personally wasn't much for the siege vehicles. I was more of a ground runner at that point because I didn't really find the enjoyment in that. I'd rather use my own character to PvP than a big machine, personally.
Yeah. I think part of that was also when you get to ride the giant treant and kill mobs in the PvE aspect, and then when you get off of it, you don't do as much damage as a giant treant would. Or they had a couple of the siege vehicles that you could also use in the PvE aspect where they were having the war, so you'd get on the siege weapon and then just fight down. I don't know. It's been years since I played WoW. I'm so sorry, guys. I forget now exactly, but I'm sure there's some PvE situations I remember where you were just riding on something and just killing things quickly. Not just in a PvP situation, but it was kind of frustrating from a PvP situation to be trying to run through and then just get taken out by the siege thing, which realistically, that makes sense to me. It's built to do more damage, so that's kind of why we humans made them in the first place.
So when it comes to ashes, of course, siege vehicles are going to be a thing for. Well, my puppy's looking interested in some. But of course, you're going to have the siege vehicles because you're going to have the castle sieges and whatnot. And so I'm okay with that in that aspect when it comes to using it for sole PvP reasons. Can the guy on the ground take out my tank? No, it's just not going to happen. But if I'm going to be chucking something at a castle and bringing down a wall, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes me kind of curious. I think we'd mentioned this before the show, but the siege vehicles, I have a feeling that Steven's going to have it be definitely much more powerful than a regular person's attack with a weapon, and certainly a lot more durable. So attacks coming out from the castle are going to do a lot less damage to a siege vehicle than a person, so you're going to kind of hang out in there. But I'm curious, the aim trajectories, if they're going to make them purposely be really far away so that you can't just run, I don't know, a trebuchet through an attacking force or a defending force that's trying to ride out to you on their horse or whatever, and just start turning around and blasting them. Kind of like Old War and WoW, where you get a siege vehicle and you start blasting mobs of dwarves coming at you. And that's what you're doing with these giant balls of fire and flaming death. But that being said, there's going to be a really cool vehicle type quest, which is the monster coin system.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm going to be in a boss type monster attacking a town, yeah, damn right, I want to feel powerful. I want to feel like I'm trying to tear down the walls of that thing and eat the bakery. Not just the stuff inside it, but the entire bakery. I'm going to eat it. It's mine.
Eat it.
So I'm about to make a blasphemous statement, but the monster coin system is the one thing it just does not do anything for me.
How dare you?
For some reason, I just don't think it's gonna be my cup of tea.
How about being on the defending side, where you are attacking the people coming in as monsters? I mean, apparently it's going to be an NPC based event that you can also opt into being a monster if you have a coin. So in theory, you're going to be fighting against them either way.
For myself, I get a lot of enjoyment out of playing my character as my character is and using them as my main PvP tool.
Okay. But you're going to be defending against said monsters though, right? Like being your character, like standing your ground in a town and saying, not today, Squidly. Whatever the monster
absolutely.
is.
Absolutely. But
Katie of the Forest says, but you could become one of 5,000 bears. Mini bears, all the bears.
Bears are cute.
Yeah, somebody who can drop a word in Steven's ear, that should totally be at least an alpha, if not real, launch game event, is just bears attacking like a stage 2 or 3 node as soon as it springs up. Like as soon as it pops up.
You just go to an area where there's bears usually, and there's no bears there, and you're like, but where'd the bears go?
A new cave should open up, and just 1,000 bears should start like single file line running out of there.
I really hope they do go with taking some of that fun into the game that we see going through the development. Just the bears. The bears are a good time. I would really like to see that carry over to the actual game in some sort of meaty way.
Yeah, that would flood the market on bear meat and furs.
Yeah, I think live GMs will have some positive impact on content. Yeah, I agree. That'd be cool.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
So, flying mounts.
Flying mounts. Yeah, it's funny. There's always some kind of comment going on about the flying mounts. Either people for it and wondering why it's not in the game and saying it's going to stink, or there's somebody saying that it's terrible that there's going to be any flying mounts. And then some people that just say, hey, everybody should have a total chance to get one for a little bit of time. Or what have you. There's always some kind of comment on the flying mounts, not just somebody going, hey, yeah, it's whatever. It's cool how it is. I like it.
Yeah.
But there was one comment recently where someone says, does anyone hate the fact that you basically have to be a huge guild leader, in parentheses streamer, or a mayor to use flying mounts? So basically, if you're a solo player, you're kind of screwed. I think they may have missed, and I'll be dropping a comment in there after I read all the other comments first to make sure it's not already said. But even solo players are going to have a chance of getting it because there's going to be giant world boss type dragons that are going to drop an egg, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can potentially hatch an egg.
True. Dante says, I mean, you could always collect enough gold and wait for someone who gets a flying mount egg to sell it.
I mean, there's that. Okay. Man, another blasphemous statement. Couldn't care less about getting a flying mountain. For me, I think the way they have it is a good incentive for trying to distinguish those at the very top of the game.
Yeah.
And I think that's a great reward to keep it minimal. For me, it's not something I would ever try to obtain, but I get why people would want to.
Well, then
That's
I guess
fair.
before I drop my opinion, what do you think about gliding mounts at least?
Oh, well, okay. Did we see? I'm gonna hop in a little bit earlier than they probably should on this one. But in the director's letter, what looked like a mine, that looks like a great place to hop on a gliding mountain, do some exploring.
Yeah, I'll definitely show you guys that later when we get to it, if you haven't seen it already.
I'm down for the gliding mounts. Like, that will be fun for me, but
I think so. I agree, definitely.
So gliding mounts are cool. Just the flying thing is don't care. Right?
It's not that I don't care. I just don't see myself seeking to be one of the people that gets to have access to that.
That's fair.
It's this flying squirrel. Hey, if they had a flying squirrel, better yet, a sugar glider, I would want that mount. I would do everything I could to get a sugar glider mount. That'd be
I'm on board with that.
But yeah, see, I like how they have it set up. I really do. And will I want to get a flying mount? Yeah. Am I gonna cry if I don't get one ever? No, only to myself at night before he's sleeping, and that's about it. But I wouldn't really be terribly upset because it's kind of cool when, for one, there is no flying mounts to the normal person, so the world, it's crafty design, all the detail put into it is appreciated a lot more than just flying right over it real quick.
Yeah.
And if you see somebody flying, you're like, that's pretty freaking cool. That's one of like 10 people that can possibly fly right now.
Right.
Yeah. Oh no, Dante.
I agree with Laura on that.
Oh no.
Dante says, "What's that you ask? Best way to piss off Shalon? Legendary Stufferton flying mount."
Yeah, we'll go ahead and have to do some adjustments on
I'm gonna go ahead and do it right now.
the naughty language thing, because some words are all right. Some words are all right.
But
We just don't want actual hateful stuff in here.
oh yeah.
But yeah, I like how they have it. And I'm going to be abusing the bejeebus out of the gliding mount system. I'm going to be finding the best mountain tops and everything to climb up to get across the ponds and the rivers and stuff to the other side of the map. And if I need to get to this town, I need to go over to this hill real quick and climb up and just glide over or what have you.
Well, I mean, of course there's going to be like gliding competitions, right? Like, you can try to glide the furthest. That's something I will absolutely participate in, or
set up like
put together.
Set up little obstacle courses where you gotta like glide down and like go around this tree and then around that tree and around that tree.
Ooh,
and see who can actually make it to the other side the first or at all, because you swung too wide, so you landed before anybody else did.
Yeah.
That sounds like fun.
How neat would that be? I wonder if there's going to be player collision still counting in the air. Nudge somebody off track while you're gliding around.
It's a question to be posed.
Oh no. All I'm missing now is Taverns Arguing. I get censored there, and I'll officially be the first person to get censored on at least once in every Ash's Twitch content creators. Nice.
I like it.
Oh
Ooh.
man.
And Horrendous says, I'm more curious about how easily archers can hit gliding mounts. How much would that suck? Flying or gliding rather, like down a mountainside trying to get somewhere, and somebody just out of nowhere snipes you in the head as you float by. You just fall over dead.
I mean, that'd be amazing, because I enjoy the meme deaths. Any
Good
death
shit.
that is just meme-tastic are my favorites.
Yeah. But I've been banned from the official Discord. Oh.
Not it?
Yeah, personally for me, I don't really care one way or the other. And I know I'm saying BDO a lot, but I mean, we jumped onto BDO when it was free. So I was like, let me check out this game. It's for free. And if we don't play it now, it's cool because we got it for free. What else? But there's no flying in there unless you have, I think, the Unicorn Dream mount, which glides. And that's
It's
really
like a Pegasus.
yeah.
You can just glide at the end.
BDO itself was free for a little bit there, Phoenix.
I missed that day. That's
the game-
funny.
Yeah, the game itself was free, and that was about it.
But
Hey kid,
yeah,
you want some candy?
I don't think I've actually missed
First
it. I
sample's
mean,
free.
I was still able to like put on the, like, I don't know what you call it, the pathing tool, I guess, and then auto run over to where I wanted. Although that was a little, it had some fine tuning that it needed, but it was still really nice because I could still auto run from A to B, and that means I could go like use the restroom or like change over the laundry real quick if I was running far enough. But it was really nice to have that, and I actually found myself not missing flying at all. I think the main thing that I do miss from World of Warcraft would be the mounts themselves. I mean, flying is cool. I mean, it's large enough that if you fly for forever, you're still going over the map from one part of the continent to another. But it's just, I didn't miss it, really. Didn't find myself missing it. I wasn't like, oh, I wish I could just fly over here real quick. The only thing that I wish I could fly with is getting up to like a cute like vantage point with the nice scenery behind me that flying gave me the ability to do. If I couldn't run up there myself, because you can't like run up the mountains too well. So
See, for me, I would prefer ground running. I am first and foremost a PvPer. And open world PvP is what I enjoy most. So I prefer to do the ground running versus the flying or the gliding. Because, I mean, every once in a while you just gotta PK somebody.
Whatever you do, don't beat me up.
yeah, same.
I'm fragile.
No bully.
It might happen.
Oh no.
My poor lore getting banned for being invisible. I don't know. Like they thought you were inactive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just blame Lore. Whatever he's saying. No, it's his own fault.
It was actually on purpose. Just nobody wanted to own up to it. They said, "Oh, this guy." Poof.
I would definitely ban Lore.
To go to a new and kind of cute, in my opinion, post, Mr. Siege. It's his first time posting on Reddit. I completely feel the shyness of, people being like, rawr, on Reddit. So he says, I have no clue how I decided I wanted to play this game. I've never played an MMORPG, and I've never had an interest in doing so. However, I would love to learn more about this game, as its style and hype are extremely intriguing to me. I've been reading up about the different classes and watching videos, but it's a little overwhelming for me as a new player. My question is basically, what can I do to prepare for this game, and what are some good suggestions for a player that is new to the genre? Thank you in advance for your help. Looking forward to playing in the coming months. So welcome, Mr. Siege, if you end up seeing this eventually. We are always happy to have new people join us. I especially love that you've never played an MMORPG, and I don't know, I think I might be reaching out to you soon to see if we can get you on and get your perspective as a brand new MMORPG player. So would love to have that perspective on our show. But what do you guys think?
First of all, for some reason, I don't know how old this person is, but I think it's the cutest thing ever. And I don't know why, but it was 20 years ago for me, or before my first MMO. So, yeah.
All right. It's about right.
So nostalgic. Days. Yeah. UO was my first. That was 20 years ago. So, best advice going into an MMO, just be prepared that you're not going to know anything. Like, you think you know what you're doing, you really don't.
There is no quick load.
Yeah.
Right.
Whatever you do sticks with your character. There is no quick load.
Right. Right. I mean, I played WoW for a year before I realized I had no idea what I was doing. Like, I was just hitting buttons at that point. Yep.
Oh,
You're not going to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
or is this to turn back the years of jaded experience and be a fresh-faced noob again?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be magical? I think
Actually,
it would. I think it would.
that was the first response was from a jaded MMO player, and then they had a lot, but the TLDR of it was go in completely blind. Just enjoy your first MMO, because the chances are your first MMO will always be your favorite, and you'll compare everything to it.
Absolutely. That is a great statement.
Yeah. If it's your first, just let the magic be the magic. Get a decent PC, get a decent internet connection, get some good headphones, and wait.
Aw, D2 Phoenix, you're cute.
Yeah, and then is that serious, T-Elf? They had to teach people how to MMO
That'd be cute.
at PAX?
Also, like, hello, welcome to our game. What is this? Oh, we're an MMORPG. What is that?
What is that? I would have to scratch my head and go, did I hear?
To be fair,
Are you a
still
secret
meet
shopper?
people that don't know what D&D is. To be fair.
All my friends play Dandy.
Not gonna lie, I just figured out what D&D was this year, so
Yeah, right?
Well, we actually had
I'm a latecomer.
yeah, we went to this thing called MagFest in DC, and we got like an exec suite and brought in a couple friends and friends of friends to help rent the space with us.
Yeah.
And the friends of friends, we were talking about playing D&D with some people because we bought a D&D like game, and we're like, hey, we can get some people in here, we can play real quick. And I guess she hadn't heard the term before, but then said, yeah, I have a bunch of friends that play Dandy. Instead of D and D, it was Dandy.
Yeah.
Aw.
It was adorable.
Yep. Yeah, so every time he says, hey, I like D&D, like, that's what I'm giggling about. Hey, Sir
Always a
Elmsington,
throwback.
welcome in.
I mean, that's a great name for it, though.
Yeah, it is pretty dandy.
It is Dandy after all.
All
Yeah,
right.
folks. Since it is their first MMO, like, go by and give them some love and encouragement and be
Yeah.
like, hey, welcome.
I would love to hear what he has to say
Yeah, me too.
going into it.
I've already thumbed up it, and I'm leaving it in the next tab so I can go back to it later. My only piece of advice is enjoy yourself. Don't stress too much about everything. There's a lot that you're about to be opened up to in the world of MMORPGs, and they're going to be unlike any other game you played. In terms of single player RPGs or things like that, it's going to be like that, like, insert typical like collage clip of like over time when you're like new to an MMO and you like meet some friends and you got like a little guild and you beat a boss down, like the typical MMA like or MMO anime MMO like thing. So yeah, cheesy little I forgot that was called. My mind keeps trying to say mantra, but that's not montage.
Montage.
Cheesy little montage. Yeah, MMA.
So one thing that I am going to do for Ashes that I've never done before is pick up a capture card, because there's just some moments that I wish I had a way to go back and watch, because they were just so damn funny.
Yeah.
So for sure.
How's your feels on doing the streamy thing? Are you going to be doing that at all?
No, probably not. No.
No.
You know what would be cute? And actually, I was just talking about this with, I forgot who it was, but we were talking about like going through and just taking cute little video scenes area where like the environment looks really pretty. And apparently that's a niche thing as well. So I'm pretty excited to kind of go and do that. I mean, it's going to be a little difficult because it's open world PvP, but you know, still. I'm pretty excited for it.
Great.
My friend wanted to learn to play D&D, so I scheduled a session 0 on Saturday and never showed up. Oh.
I mean, that is a disturbingly large portion of experiences. Let's play.
It's so
Where
sad.
you guys at?
All right. Moving into the news portion of Ashes. There was a pretty big news thing that just happened, aka the letter, which is why we call this the State of the Ashes address. Yes, we realize it doesn't align with like the presidential state of whatever address, but we felt like it was fitting for the first big letter of the year, considering the last letter was technically delayed from December. So, dun dun dun. So the first thing that I'm pretty excited about, and I know a lot of you guys are, because I've heard a lot of you say, oh, I want to join Alpha 1, but I can't. Well, good news if you haven't heard yet, Alpha 1 sales are opening once again in May. So you can join us. I think it's kind of expensive. I think it's what, 500?
Have they stated exactly how much it's going to cost, or are people making that assumption? I know it was 500 in the Kickstarter.
Yeah. My assumption is probably they're going to stick with the Kickstarter price, but that's again my assumption.
Well, it was for a while. It was in the packs on the website, and then they removed it at a certain point. They took it out. So I think it was at like the $500-ish package.
Yeah.
And I think they're just adding it back into that same package.
Okay. They said you could upgrade as well. Yes, and that is the next part that I was going to say, is those of you that already have a package and you would like to get in on the Alpha 1 goodness, you can upgrade your package to whatever package they insert Alpha 1 into. And as soon as we know what that is, we will tell you. I would think they would make it the same as the Kickstarter and Intrepid package. Yeah, that was my assumption as well.
Yeah, I know right now I'm at the royalty level, but I would love to upgrade higher, but it's a little pricey at that point. But if there's a sugar daddy out there anywhere, just saying, wink, wink.
I don't want a package unless I see Crusader. A pirate pack, you don't buy one. Okay. That's fair. Sorry.
I see a wood chip. Hi, wood chip.
Oh,
I missed you.
Oh,
That too.
I missed
Can I
you.
read this real quick?
Holy mackerel, yeah.
Read away.
It's been a while.
Protect Chi and Wizzy. Just wanted to stop by after the DM-verse sent me. All is kinda okay. I had a major problem with my computer and lost several components. I'm stepping away from AOC for a bit. Oh man, the chat just keeps popping. The schedule is getting stretched at least 2 years. I'm kind of overwaiting. As you can see, I now have 2 years with you folks, so it's been a long time. I wish you all well. I'll see you in the game chat because I see lots of friends.
All right.
Oh, no. I'll miss
Glad you
wood
stopped
chip.
by to say hi at least,
Oh,
because we had some people wondering. We asked about you, and then some other people said they hadn't seen you for a bit, so
yes.
I wanted to reach out and see how everything was going. So we're
Exactly.
happy you stopped by. Thank you.
Yes, we were wondering about you, and we had you on our mind, and we said if anybody saw you, please let us know. So
I was about to start hanging posters up. Just saying.
Yes,
We were looking for you.
We do miss you.
I already had the milk carton graphics set up to order. This is close to sending them out. But no, it's great to see you, and totally understandable about taking a break.
Yeah.
Definitely.
We will still be here when you come back.
Mhm.
Yes, we will, and we'll be here with all the info to fill you in. So, poor Z. So I only know this because I was hanging out in Jalon's chat earlier. Okay, sounds good, Woodchip. Thank you. We're happy to have you back. But yeah, Z lost her kittens for about 5 hours and was shaking really badly earlier.
Mhm.
Yeah, she ended up finding them though, so they're home safely.
Poor kitties.
Where did they go?
Apparently they went out into the garden area and then she just kind of lost them from there for a minute.
Were they hiding in the cabbages?
Maybe. I know, I'm so sorry.
Uh-huh.
Z, everybody gives you some hugs, some love, some Ashes love. She needs it.
We love you too, Z. They jumped over the fence, oh no.
Yeah.
Little kitties.
And then I started to panic, yeah. Yeah, many hugs for Z. Didn't they go next door? Sending good vibes your way. May the rest of your day be amazing. Aw, you guys are so sweet. They were in a bush. Yeah. That kind of reminds me of a Twitter tweet I came across this week where who was it? I think it's after that one. Neffin was saying, if you notice feline eyes in the foliage following you as you approach the place, then yep, that's me with my companions. So now all I'm imagining is these little kittens just peeking out from like the foliage, reenacting like what Neffin said on Twitter.
Oh,
Sounds adorable.
my goodness.
I'm glad the kitties are home safe.
Yeah.
Me too. And
Yeah.
out of the bush.
Yes. So any other news that you guys want to cover?
As
Let's
far
Good ones?
as buying into A1, I am still torn. I don't know.
That'll be so
Well-
fun.
I don't want to get burnout
Yeah,
before
that's fair.
launch, but I also really want to play. Not really so
Oh.
much
Thank
play.
you.
I want to test.
Yeah.
So
Thank you so much. Much appreciated.
Do you prefer to test or do you prefer to play?
I like to find the broken things if I can, but I really don't want to get burnt out early
Oh,
because I do get burnt out.
Do you have a package?
I do.
What?
I have the Voyager Plus package.
Okay.
So if it's 500, then I got to do 125, which is fine. I just
Yes.
don't know if I'd rather just watch everybody else play and continue my trolling and Twitch chat, or
Wait, does that one get you into the Alpha 2?
yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Because, I mean, there's that. At least you get because it's going to be broken either way still. Like,
Right.
Alphas are going to be broken, guaranteed.
Yeah.
Like, it's broken in every game, so there's no use hiding it. That it's going to be broken in this one, too. It's going to be broken all the way through beta, but...
Phoenix Fire.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say it that way.
Solid troll. I like it.
Oh, Psycho. Yeah, I mean, they're opening Alpha 1 purchases in May for Ashes of Creation. But yeah, personal question time. Okay, shoot.
Oh no, I think she was making that comment about the "Do you have a package?" question.
Okay.
Do you have a package? That's
Yeah.
a personal
Yeah.
question.
Yeah, gotcha.
Maybe she's just happy to be on the podcast. Jeez.
Castle Siege.
Yeah, that's one I'm actually kind of amped at seeing. Granted, it's still only a maybe, but
Right.
when they did do the testing that Steven had mentioned about the Castle Siege before, I was unable to make it into that. I was working or something, and I wasn't there that night. And I figured, hey, they're starting to test it. It's whatever. I'm not going to try and push it to get home and whatever. It'll be like next week or something, right? Well, no.
It was a one-time deal.
Pretty much, because that's when they decided to focus more on getting the game ready for Alpha 1. And they're like, yeah, we're going to change the schedule, and Castle Siege is nowhere on the timeline right now.
Got it. Also, like during the Pathfinder podcast last Sunday, he mentioned something about floating fortresses, and that sparked my interest. I was like, wait, what? Floating fortresses? Let's see what that's about. And that's the one thing that might actually pull me into A1 is what he described about naval content.
Okay, so as a guest, enlighten those that may have missed it. What were all the details around said floating fortress? Give us a
He just said there was going to be NPC-sized galleons, driven galleons so you and your guildies can go out and fight those galleons and frigates, I believe he said.
galleons.
Good times.
So you can go out, you can fight like a pirate. Fight like a pirate.
Absolutely.
Arr.
Can't wait to do all the piratey things.
Yes.
So yeah, it's not literally a like a castle on the water, so much as a figurative castle on the water.
I mean, a galleon is a rather large ship.
It is,
They're what?
it is.
They're what, 40-man ships? That's what they're meant to be.
You know what? That's a good question. That's
Okay.
good. I'm going to go to our friend Lux Max's Ashes of Creation wiki,
Let's do that.
Hello.
and I'm going to see.
Blue the Galleon is 40 man.
So galleon sized. Let's see.
I'm going to go ahead and start this poll.
Yeah.
So while they're looking that up, we have the next phase of this choose your own adventure. As we fuse the jewel's power into our sword, we hear an earth-trembling roar. A colossal courier tunnels into town. Your gem seems to be a smaller version of those on his back. Perhaps you've made a mother mad. How do we handle the courier? Do we attack it head on or lure it away? Vote at the top of the screen for the chat. You have 10 minutes.
Use a monster coin to become the courier.
I used my boat to attack earlier this afternoon.
Oh my gosh. People are bloodthirsty. I love it. I mean, how cruel.
The picture they used, is that pangolin? Is that what it looked like?
Yeah.
It was very cute.
Man, so this is
Durable.
still the best. I refuse to concede. Nice. Blood. I choose option C. Slash, but that isn't included. Aw. I'm violent. Hack, slash, and attack. Peace was never an option. Wait.
But,
Peace was never an option.
dramatic. But yeah, like Tavern said when we were talking about the sieges, hope they're fun because it is going to be a key component to the launch game.
Yeah. What about
And,
aircraft carrier ships for the flying mounts?
Yeah.
I like that.
I mean, the galleon is a raid-size crew, so a 40-man crew. So that should be pretty large enough to go ahead and land a dragon on if you want to, I'm sure.
Yeah. Wonder if Rogue could pluck its gems instead of backstab. Ooh. Sneak to steal.
And Brown Ray says shipboarding got to be dope. Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna have stuff for like attacking those galleons, so you can like get like the hook at the end of a rope and toss it over and like climb up on the side or something. Or what kind of fun little mechanics they'll have.
Yeah. I'm like, I know a lot of people in Virtue are very excited about the naval content, and especially the Mariner classes. I can't wait to see what those are about.
I am actually one of the few people that are not excited about ship content, but that is probably due to Black Flag. I used to play Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and I would absolutely get murdered on my ship. So I was just like, stupid ship, I don't know how to control you. You keep breaking, and I'm dying. I give up.
Yeah, and it's ironic because I wasn't the greatest at the ship content there, but I won more than I lost, and I did pretty well, I think. And so, ironically enough, it's one of my favorite Assassin's
Creed. It felt really slow to me, though. Like the turning just felt like lethargic.
Oh yeah.
I like the boat stuff.
I think it's cool. I'll ride your boat, but I'm not driving that thing.
And Tavern Side wants shark mounts so that when you sink someone's battleship, you can feed your mount.
That's where I was going to read too.
I don't know, because I'm going to feel like Aquaman, and there's only one cool Aquaman. And that there's only the one cool Aquaman. All the other Aquaman are just lame.
Which one is the cool one?
Jason Momoa is Aquaman. That's it.
Okay, solid
That's
choice.
the only cool Aquaman.
Solid choice. I was hoping that was the one you were going with.
D2 Phoenix. No, Momoa made a badass Aquaman. He's still useless in most fights because, most of the world is made of water, but where do the super villains attack? They don't go and like, I'm going to take over the squid population of the world. No, they're trying to take down cities.
Nice.
Throw goldfish at people.
Phoenix Fire says 0 cool Aquaman. 0.
Oh, he is cool. Aquaman isn't.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, fair enough.
Sir Onsington says, bards sing a song that charms a character. have like a bard on your ship, and as you roll up, you have like the charm going out. So start like, I don't know, CCing them before they even get a chance to try to attack. Yeah, like a siren. That's exactly what I was thinking.
So,
The true supervillains are the corporations ruining the environment, though. Yeah.
And that's where Aquaman steps in. Right the wrongs.
Oh no. Okay. So far it looks like you guys are
Change the topic.
attacking it head on. So reminder that whatever you guys win up above is what we choose on the Twitter poll. They try and jump on your boat, and the siren's call goes off, and they just hit the side and fall into the water. Global warming only makes Aquaman stronger. It only expands his domain. Oh, jeez.
Oh man, maybe he's behind the actual. Maybe he is behind it then. Maybe he's actually the worst supervillain trying to be disguised as a superhero. Oh man, it's getting deep. It's getting deep. Somebody send this over the comic companies for some comic storylines. Give us an arc.
SOS. So Ashes Intrepid is trying to fill 50 more seats by the end of the year, and it seems like they're really vamping up the number of people that they have working on the entire project, which could be a good thing. It means that, you know, they'll have more hands on deck to get things done a little bit faster. We'll be able to hopefully see more content coming out faster.
Yeah, and the one thing about that might excite some people out there is Steven did mention starting to hire more junior roles as they fill seats. So,
Yes.
Those of you who may have been sending in your art and developer stuff that have been getting denied because they wanted veteran and experienced people, maybe later this year you'll have a shot.
Yes, but you have to also live in San Diego.
Yeah, there's that.
No remote position, sorry. But hey, if you put in an app earlier and you got turned down because you didn't have enough experience or what they were looking for necessarily at the time, try again. Seriously, try again. It sounds like they're opening their expectations a little bit more to offer more newer people. So yeah. And yes, as let me scroll back up because their name is hiding now. Theater Elf says, studio tour and dev diaries to be ramped up as they settle into the new studio sometime mid-June, which I feel like we like somehow put that out into the universe because we're moving mid-June and they're moving mid-June. So it's like we're the same.
so when they do the studio tour, the one thing I will hope to see, I want to see one of those sweet junior tables somewhere in the middle of the studio.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, somebody has got to have some major crafting skill and be able to at least 3D print pieces at a time to create a big one. I mean, they literally have all the 3D models there. All they got to do is start segmenting it off and printing it.
See?
And somebody has to get to sanding and gluing, and there you go. Where's it go?
I mean, that's the one thing I can't wait to do in Ashes is carpentry. Like, I just want to build furniture after I PvP.
Oh no. Laura says, I keep trying to keep my mic and talk to Wizzy. I may or may not hang out with her in Discord too much. But yes, I agree with the Tavern Side Studios here is really fun to watch. It would be great to see if they can get back into those, and especially with the vaccination going more global. I just got a notice that as of the 19th, it'll be widely available in our state. So, fingers crossed. I want to see Jeff Bard's office and see if he keeps another Thomas the Tank Engine on his desk.
Maybe that's what we can do as the Golden Feather community. We'll send him a gift. It'll be an office warming gift, and it'll be a little Thomas the Tank Engine that he can put on his desk.
That'd be cute.
I mean, when Thomas is missing, it doesn't feel right.
Right?
It doesn't. But see, then whenever they have a stream out of the office, you can totally put that in the background somewhere.
Oh, nice. Okay. And anything else?
The last thing that I thought was really cool is when they did that last live stream and they were talking about how the corrupted areas can grow and expand and shrink and react to players in the world. How cool is that?
Yeah,
Like not only the rest of the world, like the natural world, but also the corruption is going to change based on what people are doing.
I'm glad they tweeted that out yesterday because I had missed that during the live stream for some reason. And for some reason, I thought that was all new info, like it came out yesterday or something.
Oh.
But I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it plays along just like what Theater Elf just said. It plays along with the nodes. Having a reactive world is a huge draw. It feels more like D&D because you do something and now suddenly the DM here is just a script, but it works. Oh, okay, attack it on the head on. What I'm choosing.
But yeah, that's really, really nifty. And I'd just like to draw the attention that apparently Tavern is bloodthirsty for them there Tolnar. By the way, it's trying to make Tolnar rugs.
Come at me, bro.
Oh, are you going to be a Tolnar?
I plan on having 2 characters. One will be Dunir and one will be a Tolnar. WizzyMcNasty will be a Tolnar.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So, they both live in caves, so it's close.
Yeah, I mean...
Close relation.
I'm a troll. It is what it is. Seems solid.
Fair enough. But yeah, I do believe that might be about all that I really have for today.
We just have a few little cute fan art things that we want to share. Now, some things that we've seen were just cute things by Z and other people. Like, I actually recently reached out to somebody who we saw on the forums at one point. They had put together the, Denier soundtrack and an Empyrean soundtrack, I think it was. And we're hoping to get them because, again, if anybody can help us at all, we would love everything on our channel to be from the community. So if we can find somebody in the community that can make our background audio and our intro, I would like that. If we can find somebody who can make our overlays and our transitions, I would like that. 100% want to rep you guys, the community, and the content creators of the community. And if you're making overlays and stuff, that's content. That's stuff you're making for those of us who are streaming, and it's a huge help to us because let me tell you, I don't know how to make an intro. I don't know how to make a nifty thing where like the animation comes across the screen as you change what page you're on. Technically, I don't know how to say all that, but things. I don't know how to do things.
1, 2, 8. Thank you. That's something I can do. I can say thank you. We appreciate you a lot. We're so thankful to have you.
Yes, I agree.
Or man.
Yeah, we definitely when we go to pick up stuff for this here project of ours, this Golden Feather, we like to grab whatever we can from the community. Also, if anybody is or knows a good web developer that knows their stuff and would not mind talking to us about potentially getting a website set up, we could use somebody who is really good with database work. Because we have a very interesting concept for a lot of website stuff. And some things that I know nobody else is really talking about doing. And it could be an interesting way to get started.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, as a content creator for Ashes. Because technically you'd be making content. You'd be considered a content creator, right? Right?
Yeah, that's
the website.
Right.
Okay, let me just reformat this because this is totally like I always have to do this. Some of the images, they're just different sizes, so I have to change often what the resolution, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. The cropping.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, there's a person in chat that's just weird, saying Wizzy isn't cool enough for cool stuff. I'm sorry, but we don't have not cool people on our show.
Oh, my bad.
Whoever you are in chat. I can't read the name. It's weird. I don't know why. That's the only name I can't read.
I'm struggling to see it. We should ban them from chat.
Should. Oh.
Solid.
Hey.
I love you, Z.
Perfect.
Say
Z.
it and the mod will
Perfect.
do it.
I love you, Z. Solid.
Goodness.
This is why we keep you around, because you're amazing.
Because she burns people's houses down with lava. All they have to do is ask.
She loved them very much, though.
Exactly.
I discovered she wasn't carrying the bucket.
Yeah. It's
So-
just more fun to tease her about it.
You know.
Yeah, she wasn't the least. But then again, those who hire assassins are also not the ones holding the gun. So
Technically,
there's that.
true.
True.
There's that.
Okay, so here we go. Okay, so you see our background up here and how our lovely little pet is as big as the doorway, right? Right? So I knew this was a pet house, and this just proves it.
Pet house.
This just proves that it's a pet house.
It's a true story. Yep. That's in-game footage. In case you were wondering, the graphics are very realistic now.
Yes.
The next testing phase is going to be very awesome.
So yeah, I saw that and I was immediately like, "Yep, that's cute. I like it." That was posted by. Let me go back. Just kidding. Sorry, I don't know who that was posted by because I just had the link to the image. Yeah.
It was posted by somebody somewhere who enjoys Ashes of the Creation.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you for
Your
your
cat is
beautiful
cute.
cat.
Yeah.
We
We
appreciate
thank you for
you.
your service.
This one, however, does have a name. It was by Water Witch. It looks really awesome. I think this is just, I don't know, I like it a lot. He got shoe mice too.
Yeah, that one's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw that, and that is fantastic.
That's me in front with
Well
my
done,
shield.
Water Witch.
Because I'm a tank,
Yeah.
protecting my healers.
Does it have more than one eye, or on each side, or Can't
It
quite
looks
tell.
like it.
four
It
eyes?
looks like there's two eyes on the one side there.
I like it.
I've always liked it when like
4 blue eyes.
there's a big mouse, like a big giant mouth, and it's tiny little beam, but it's like so concentrated. It like, I don't know, for some reason to me, it's like, oh, that's got to be super powerful because of how tiny it is and how big this monster is. I don't know.
Mhm.
Or maybe he's just running out of mana, and this is just you don't know the full extent, but this is what you see, and you're just already scared.
Yeah, Psycho, I dare you to call on 4 eyes.
Running out of mana when you're toe to toe with the dragon.
Yeah, right.
It's not an ideal situation to be in.
Yeah. I was reading the dragon was out of mana. Exactly. Psycho. Imagine that. You're this 20th raid today.
Yeah, a creature
man.
of magic runs out of mana. Oh my gosh. The timing is horrendous. It's supposed to go on break an hour ago. Leave me alone.
Alrighty, and into our wrap-up phase. If there's anything else that you want to chat about that's happened this last week,
I don't recall.
okay.
Other than the fact that we found out that it's possible that there could be some looting revenge. I know Vertex saw that.
I did. You know what? I almost commented, but I resisted. I may or may not have been the one who looted the dragon.
Oh, solid.
Yeah, you remember how in that video, like someone looted the dragon, and he was commenting about how Chibi and I had insane health pools. The armor that we had on was better than the armor the dragon dropped, so I just didn't wear it. And then he made a comment about, so someone did you looted the dragon. Whoops.
Well, I appreciate that you're willing to share this with the entire community.
I don't want him to fall because of that. So he apparently looted the spider, so that's all on him. So
that you guys are like brothers in looting. That's sweet.
I saw something, I was excited, and I grabbed it, and then I realized that there's only like a certain number of pieces of gear on it because it's still all in testing. So
that's sweet. Do you feel better now that that's off your chest, though?
Oh, huge weight.
Okay.
Hopefully the hammer doesn't hit, because Air's throwing hammers over there.
Well, from what I understand, it might be ducks.
Might be ducks
instead of hammers. So
see, and I'm telling you, that's one way that they can also help avoid leaking some of the lore of the game during alpha, is if they just replace one of the like mysterious bosses with a big duck model. Who cares if it's breathing fire?
Right.
Who cares if it's got a spiked tail?
Solid. Just duck everything.
Yeah, just put in some ducks and some bears. Those are the big monsters in the dungeons and raids now. You can totally protect the impact of the boss.
Yes, I mean that is a great way to protect the lore. Just duck everything.
I am shocked my husband is such a scandalous person.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I had no news of this. Do not clump me in with him.
Yeah, well, she sees you as a different person now.
We're changed forever.
Ninja
what
looter.
Scandal where?
Altered forever. Never be the same.
Forever.
But yeah, I know we by the way, Tavern Side, I'm gonna apologize because I know we missed getting over to raid your channel last week. We just needed to get like offline and we had some stuff to get done, so we forgot, and I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Totally had it planned to raid you tonight, but unless you're streaming in like the next couple of minutes, we won't be able to raid you. We do have Crucible.
Yeah. I mean, we do like to share the love. For those of you that want to stream Ashes, if you stream it when we end, we definitely enjoy sharing the raids, sharing the love raid love. I don't know. Sharing the Ashes love through raids. Goodness, I'm just saying all the wrong things tonight. Goodness.
Sharing the love of raiding and stuff.
I just want to let you guys all know that next week we will have Bardtic on, and we are super excited to have him on after such a long time. We're going through these videos, and I'm like, has it already been almost a year since we had that person on? Goodness.
It has indeed. It has indeed.
It has indeed. So maybe we can get some of the people that we had on, like Frosty Coffee, Josh O'Fett, some of them on again after, I mean, pretty much a year later after Alpha 1 is done, and we can kind of review like footage, give them a chance to see it, stuff like that. So
follow-up interviews.
Yeah. Be sure to join us next week. Same time, same place, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Pacific. Right here, twitch.tv. _golden_feather, because the golden feather was taken apparently
by somebody who's not even here. It's not fair.
Seriously, by somebody who's not even streaming.
Take it back.
I've tried. I even reached out to Twitch. I was like, hey, can we have it? And they're like, no. I was like, okay.
Denied.
But yeah, keep an eye out as we keep putting up our videos. We have another one going out tomorrow morning by 10 a.m. And we're doing Monday, Wednesday, Saturdays with bonus. So should have chosen the platinum feather.
You should watch them in super slow-mo. It's a good time.
That's what I hear.
Apparently I'm a chipmunk.
Slowing down is okay sometimes.
That's a giggle was fun in super slow-mo.
Yes. But thank you everybody for stopping by. We love you lots. We really appreciate you spending your time here. You could have been doing anything else. You could have crocheted a badass hoodie, but instead you spent your time here, and gained wisdom of WizzyMcNasty.
Yes.
Hi,
Speaking of
kids.
which-
Hi, kids.
Give you a shout out, whatever you feel, as we get the raid ready to run, for yourself and or your favorite other streamer outside of us, and or your guild, since apparently you're a recruiter.
Yes, I am. If you're interested in Virtue Guild, hit me up.
What?
Slide into my DMs
Yes.
on Discord.
The
Who
invite's
should
out,
we
guys.
raid tonight? Do you have anybody that you like watching that's on right now?
Crucible works.
Crucible Works. Okay, let me grab their Twitch. Also, I just want to say a quick thank you. Thank you to Air and Theater for your cheers. And thank you to Brown Rice for your gift subs. We super appreciate that. And all the follows and all the love. Seriously, just one of my favorite places to be is right here with you guys. So
Thank you for inviting me.
no problem. I'm still trying to find Crucible. I'm so bad at this.
Here you go. I'm gonna drop it right in here for you. I'll
Thank
put
you.
it I'll put it in the Discord for you.
I was like, I wasn't ready.
I wasn't ready. There you go.
Okay. Oh, cool. Got it. Oh, they're also Crucible_gaming_network. So works for me.
And by the way, I'm like 30 minutes too late on this, but I'm gonna send you a link of something that Laura sent me.
Yes.
Um,
Thank you as well. I hope you guys have a wonderful week, Air. We're so happy you guys come here, and I know there's a lot of us, so please do share the love. You're welcome, Streamlabs.
Yeah, and just note
Missy
to self.
Woodchip.
Yes, Woodchip, thank you for popping in. We miss you.
Yes.
Oh, am I sharing something real quick?
While it counts down, I thought it was funny.
Okay.
Laura cracks me up.
I can do this.
Will you beat the clock? Will you beat the raid timer?
There.
Oh, tiki taki.
What did I miss?
It's really hard to read. Sorry.
Where is it?
It's on screen.
Oh.
So where's the option for scooch it under the chin and tell it it's a good boy? Are you sure getting that close to it is a good idea? I don't play video games to pursue good ideas, sir. And with that, we will raid. Thank you
Okay.
guys.
Take care, everybody.